Disclaimer here, I may be a bad belle, but yes. So far I've discussed this book with a number of people, and people are like, yeah, I'm the problem, and I've accepted that I am the problem. And the book is called Pride and Joy by Louisa Onome Joy. Sorry, by Louisa Onome. And one of the reasons why I feel like I'm the problem is because I haven't gotten to the state in life yet where I can laugh at grief. Like, yes, there's some jokes on grief that I find funny, but there are some that I find very sensitive, like I'm very sensitive to, and that's the case with this book. So I can't easily laugh about it because it's like, why what is funny? So this is the book here, Pride and Joy by Louisa Onome. I'm like, what is funny? Do you get? So it's really not, say, like, so for premise, let me explain what happened, why I got pissed off. And yeah, imagine your mom dies, and then, or maybe your mom is dead already, and then by the time she's died, she's dead. Someone says, oh, I had a vision that your mom is coming to life, blah blah blah. And then not only does she do that, she calls the media to come to your house to monitor your mother's resurrection. Tell me, will you be pissed or not? I don't know why, but I was so pissed. I was so pissed. Like, you did not even stop at your revelation of whatever. You decided to drag in the media. The audacity to drag in the media into this. How is this any form of entertainment? That's why I got pissed at. My friend I was talking to, she was laughing. She said that it's not funny. I was like, is it not funny? As how is he funny? But yes, that was my disconnect with the story. But I followed through, and when I followed through and I read to the end, I think I clapped at the ending because I was blown. Like, despite the fact that I was pissed by the premise of the story, it was delivered so beautifully that I had no other option than to acknowledge that this was a well-written story. And I like the flow of the story. So there is chaos, and there's the peak of the chaos, and then there's a resolution, and it comes down, and it's such a serene kind of thing, and I like that. So there is a sibling rivalry, not rivalry I would say, but the two siblings don't really get themselves. They have interpreted both of them based on the relationships they've had with their parents and things they've seen, but they are not seeing the true picture, which is important because many times we are not objective. We don't have objective views on many things, especially things that happen in the family. We are blinded by so many things, so we are not entirely objective. So we can see things a certain way, but that is not the way it is. And when these siblings now hash it out, I'm so happy. It fills me with so much joy that these people have decided to do things this way. I like that. I really like that. Another thing I liked about the book was the way it ended. Like I said, because I was already pissed, I was like, what do you even want to do with this book that make me like it? So I made sure I read till the end. And one thing is, this was a book I could not DNF. Why? The writing was very good. So ordinarily, once I'm put up by a premise and then the story is not good, I just dump it. But it was almost impossible to dump the book because I was reading. Imagine having a tasty meal and then maybe you occasionally bite into something sour, or you bit into something sour at the beginning of a meal, and yes, the sour taste is still in your mouth and you're still, that sour thing is still in the food. But then the more you keep tasting, you're like, this thing is more sweet than sour. That's the way I felt like reading this. I don't know why I compare so many things to food, by the way. I don't know why. I think food is just a really nice thing. So yes, and that's all for me for today for Pride and Joy. I really hope you read it, and if you do read it, tell me if you were angry like me or if you understood the humor. Bye.